Good afternoon. Happy Friday. It is Jimmy and Dave. Dave, it is Friday finally. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I was rocking to our little theme song, man. You cut it too short.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out and how to make that a little bit longer so it can stay behind us. But that's gonna be for another day. It's Friday. That means it's the weekly update, and we are here. We got some great shows that we announced this week, Dave.
We do. We do. So I'm
Let's
excited
let's
for several of these.
let's just kick it off right off the bat. Brian Adams is coming to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse June 15th with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. That's a really great show. That's a really unique lineup there.
It's
I
an
was kind of
interesting double
surprised.
bill.
Right. Because you have two headliners with one show. It's pretty crazy. Fallout Boy with Bring Me to Horizon. Blossom Music Center, July 18th, 2023. Tickets are on sale now for that. Bare Naked Ladies at Blossom Music Center on July 21st. Blossom is going to be rocking this year, and it's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty great. There's a couple shows that were announced elsewhere that I was kind of surprised that they didn't come to Cleveland, but the people at Live Nation know better than we do, and that's why they get paid the big bucks.
If I think I paid the big bucks.
Exactly. So what else is going on, Dave?
Well, we've got Telsa. I always want to call them Tesla, and I know that's not right. Telsa, the band. That's why I hesitated for a minute. Telsa, of course, signs everywhere, signs. They're coming to the MGM Northfield on August 4th. I believe tickets are on sale for this already. If they're not, they will be soon. Robert Plant, iconic Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin fame, of course, and Alison Krauss at Blossom Music Center. That's another one of those kind of weird pairings that work really well.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a great show. I've never seen Robert Plant, and I would love to do that. June 28th, Blossom Music Center, that one. And The Smile will be hitting the Cleveland Agora on July 11th.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty great. I'm kind of surprised the Agora is going into July, especially with them taking over Nautica and Jacobs Pavilion. I'm really, the booking. They don't own it. It's the booking for the venue. I'm kind of surprised that they're still booking shows at the Agora, you know?
Yeah. It's just I think there's just so many bands touring now. It's like we're really coming out of this pandemic funk, and it's like everybody wants to be on the road.
Right.
It really seems like that's the case.
And speaking of bands touring and a ton of bands touring, Incarceration Music Festival and Tattoo Festival announced their lineup yesterday, July 14th through 16th, 2023. Awesome bands coming: Limp Bizkit, Pantera, Slipknot, Megadeth, In This Moment, Flyleaf with Lacey Sturm, Asking Alexandria.
Did you catch Guar in there? Guar's there on Sunday.
Guar's there.
That would be an interesting combination right there.
I do have to say it's kind of a little bit of a letdown this year compared to the years in the past, and it kind of makes you think more and more. Danny Winnemar Presents took over, is partnered with Inc. now, and he just restarted the Sonic Temple down in Columbus. Kind of makes you think: are they up to something? I don't know. We'll have to see. See if maybe it's just booking, and maybe it's just something else. I don't know.
Hard to say, but that's the lineup. It's locked and loaded, and
Yeah.
tickets are on sale. So that's a crazy. Have you ever made it down there, Jimmy, for
Yep.
one of their
Oh
shows?
yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's crazy. It really is a cool place for a show out there in that prison
Right.
yard.
Yeah, and it's at the Ohio State Reformatory, and that's where what movie was filmed there, Dave? You're the movie guru here.
Oh yes, the Shawshank. Well, actually, Shawshank Redemption was filmed there, and also some scenes from Air Force One, the Harrison Ford movie.
Really? I didn't
Yeah,
know that part. I knew
yeah,
about Shawshank, but I didn't know
yeah.
about
Air
Air
Force
Force
One
One.
too. Yeah, that end scene there where they're letting the guy go and he's coming out and they're taking him to the helicopter.
Really?
Yep.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So,
Wow, look at that. And if anybody knows Dave, he is a movie buff, and
I
he's
know
just
my
the
movie
perfect
stuff.
person. Yes. And what else is coming up, Dave?
Oh well, we have got. Hang on, I've lost my place on our giant list here, Jimmy. I apologize.
Yeah,
Good Lord,
Mr.
this is horrible.
Speed is coming.
Yes, we've got. Actually, that's coming up really, really quick next Saturday at the Goodyear Theater in Akron, Ohio. We've got Mr. Speed. Jimmy, I don't know if you've ever seen Mr. Speed. They are you hate to call them a Kiss tribute band because these guys actually kind of embody Kiss. They don't just get up there and play Kiss songs. They kind of become Kiss. I mean, it's got the full stage show. It's really quite the sight to see. But they're going to be at the Goodyear Theater next Saturday, February 11th. I can, if you're a Kiss fan, you need to be there. It's that simple.
Nice. And you're talking to those guys, I think, this week, right?
Yeah, yep. You're going to have an interview up here very, very shortly with the band, and we'll be talking about their love and infatuation of all things Kiss. I think they've been touring for like 20 years.
Wow.
This Mr. Speed has.
Do they do the full face paint and everything? Like it's
100%, and they do like classic Kiss. They're doing the Ace Peter era. So
yeah, that's amazing.
Good stuff.
That's
it's gonna be a fun conversation too.
That's awesome. So talking other things that are in town, Hadestown, it opened now. It's open now. Wow. I'm off of it today. Hadestown is open now at Counter Palace Theater. Very limited tickets available, playoffsquare.org. And I got to see the show a couple nights ago, Dave, and it was really great. It was such a fun, it gave exactly what we thought it would be. It gave that jazzy sound, and the story was crazy. I've never had a audible gasp as I did at the end with the plot twist. It was crazy.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you would love it. You were texting me while you were there, and you're like, "Oh my god, this is great!"
Yeah, it's really great. And don't forget, you can catch my interview with Nyla from Hadestown on our website. That was a fantastic interview, and I have a couple really good ones coming up here soon. I just got done confirming we're going to be interviewing the genie from Aladdin here soon. We're going to be interviewing a gentleman from Riverdance here soon. It's just going to be great. It's going to be a great series that we're starting, and it kicked off great with Nyla and Kate and everybody else that we've talked to so far.
Yeah, they've been great interviews. I can't wait for these new ones. That's great news.
Definitely. So what else is going on this weekend, Dave?
At the Beachland Ballroom, we have Lovely the Band. That's happening as you're listening to this. You need to go get your tickets because it's happening on Friday night. And then we have Our Lady Peace at the House of Blues. That will be this coming Wednesday evening. And then Jimmy's favorite, because I have to sing to him all the time. I have to sing Michael Bolton songs to Jimmy, or he won't go to bed at night. Michael Bolton at the MGM. No, I'm not doing it. I did it in pre-show, and I'm not doing it. Michael Bolton at the MGM Northfield. Say what you will about Michael Bolton. He does put on a hell of a show, and the women love him, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, that is for sure. And do I have one more here? I seem like I have one more here.
Yeah, it's highlighted. It's right after Michael Bolton.
I see it. Yeah, and Bush on Friday night. Tickets available on Ticketmaster. Well, I'll tell you what, I really need to start reading these before we go to air. That's all I can say. Yes,
definitely. Good times. But that's what makes it fun. It's spontaneous. It's not scripted. We have a paper that has everything that's coming up on it, but it's not really scripted. We're just freeing it out.
Yeah. And we're kind of adding things into it all the time. Even as we're talking, we're adding things and taking things off. So it just gets a little confusing sometimes.
Right. And other cool things coming to town. Not just music. We're not going to just talk about music and Broadway and musicals. We're going to talk Cleveland Monsters are home tonight and tomorrow afternoon. This weekend is Lumberjacks weekend. Talk about throwing it back to the old days and the old uniforms. It's always exciting when they do that every single year. Yeah. And the Cavs are home Wednesday night against the Detroit Pistons. It's exciting time in Cleveland. Speaking of that, the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse announced this afternoon, after I wrote the paper down, that the NCAA Women's Final Four basketball tournament is coming to Cleveland in 2024. So that's very exciting as well. That's going to be huge for Cleveland.
It really truly is. I don't know if you want to talk about this now because it's so bad, but we also got some big news on the front of the Fan Expo as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure we'll be talking about.
Great
much more
Scott!
In the future.
I never went and got tickets as fast as I did. I'm not a fan of Fan Expo. I'm going to always say that. And if people from Fan Expo watch this, be my guest and reach out to me. Let's talk, because every time I've gone to it, I have never left happy, and I'm always going to be a critic of it. So Fan Expo, hey, if you want to change my mind, message me. Let's figure this out. But Fan Expo is coming this March. I think it's 25th to 26th, and I'm going as a fan this time because one of my all-time favorite actors, Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future is coming to Fan Expo, and I am so excited about that.
Yeah, that was kind of a surprise announcement because they had already announced like Christina Ricci and a couple others. I mean, but he's a
That's a
major
big
draw. And
one. Oh
and
yeah,
I'm wondering now if they tend to like travel in packs. So if you get Christopher Lloyd, yeah, you might
you
get
could get
Michael J. Fox.
right. That's
Could
what I was
happen.
just about to say. The Seattle one, they have the entire like 6 cast members from Back to the Future at the
Yeah.
one in Seattle. So it would be pretty cool. But I did not expect to get that email from Fan Expo this morning. When I like audibly said, "Oh my god," I literally messaged everybody. Like I messaged Dave, both message and texted Dave.
Yeah.
Great Scott! Oh my God, Christopher Lloyd is coming to Cleveland, and me and Dave has had this conversation so many times on where it just feels like it's always a letdown of some of these actors and celebrities that they bring to town for Fan Expo. It's like it seems like it's always just a second thought for the Cleveland Fan Expo. So I'm very excited that they finally are bringing someone that it's going to be crazy and it's going to be a great show. And
Oh, it will be.
um
I haven't been to one since it's been Fan Expo. I used to cover them when it was Wizard World.
Riz World,
Uh,
yeah, I remember
yeah,
that.
and the same, and it's the same thing. They just changed names for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But I haven't been up there since, of course, pandemic hit and all that happy horse
Mhm.
shit. And yeah, this is going to go a long way towards bringing the crowds in.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it, and I spent a lot of money. I spent too much money, but Christopher Lloyd is
Did you get the
worth it.
photo op and everything?
I got the selfie, I got the autograph, and the tickets. It cost me
Yeah.
almost $450
Yeah.
just for him. but honestly,
It can get
you can't.
expensive quick.
Yeah, and it's honestly worth it. Like if anybody knows my love for Funko Pops from seeing it, this entire section is Back to the Future.
Yeah. That'd be great.
I
I hope they get Michael J. Fox and a couple of others, and that would be amazing.
They have a poster that they were not Fan Expo, but Galaxy World, I think it's called GalaxyCon, something like that. They have a poster that they were just put up for buying. It's $750 and it's the entire cast of Back to the Future, and I'm like, oh. I know Michael J. Fox is very expensive. Like when they did it out in when was it? The Texas Autograph Show, I think it was $500 for Christopher and Michael J. Fox together. So I think I don't know. I want to get it signed by Michael, but I think Christopher's always going to be my favorite because I feel like I loved his character way more. Don't come at me, Michael J. Fox fans. I'm sorry, but maybe it might be one of those things where I might just splurge and do both if they do both come to Cleveland because Michael J. Fox he's legendary as well, and I have a ton of his Funkos back there too, but. Yeah, I definitely got Christopher and Dave. Can we talk about how these autograph shows are consistently always charging more just to get a Funko signed? Like a 8x10 photo that the convention provides, not the one that we bring, was $70 cheaper than me bringing my own Funko. How does that make any sense? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't. It's become a cash cow. I mean, it really has. Oh, I think your mic cut out, Jimmy.
Oh, I think I pressed the button. There we go.
I was gonna say.
Technical difficulties. I didn't even know because we're too far ahead.
The joy of live.
Yes, the issue is on the shore. There is literally a button right here that mutes. And when I'm an animated handsy person, so I went in and I was trying to adjust this and I pressed the mute button. So good times. But yeah, anyway, that's your weekly update. Me and Dave will be back next week to talk about what's going on. If you have any suggestions, anything that you love to know, let us know down in the comments. Hopefully get more announcements and go from there.
Yeah, we should be getting a lot more Blossom stuff, I would assume. And
yep.
things will Nautica stuff will start loading in here soon.
Right.
Or
right.
it's not Nautica. Is it Nautica now? It's not Nautica anymore.
It's Jacob's Pavilion. at
Jacob's
Nautica.
Pavilion. Yes. Find the old guy in the crowd. Here he is. Don't call it Nautica.
Oh boy. So anyway, we're gonna leave you on this special clip that the people over at Hadestown sent to us. Have a great week. Thanks so much. Enjoy the weather. It's supposed to be pretty nice out this weekend, so enjoy it. Have a great time. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
See you next week.
All aboard!
Way down underground. Why is it so hot down here? Hotter than a crucible. It ain't right and it ain't natural.
Lover, you were gone so long. Lover, I was lonesome. Think of it as my desire for you. Show the way so we can see. Show the way the world could be. If you can do it, so can she. If she can do it, so can we. Show the way.
I'm coming away from me.
Show the way.
I hear the walls beating. The falling of our feet. And it sounds like drumming.
Show the way.
And we are not alone.
Show the way.
I hear the rocks and stones echoing our song. I'm coming.
I'm coming, wait for me. I hear the walls repeating, falling off my feet, and it sounds like drumming. And I am not alone. I hear the rocks and stones echoing my song.